Hi, this is Kim Pinkney and welcome to my channel. Alrighty, so today I'm working on the last few pages of my comic, Nocturnal Emissions on Webtoons. And just to do a quick overview, I'll go ahead and see if I can kind of guide you guys through what's going on. This is chapter 3, part 3. And the part I'm about to show you is already uploaded to Webtoons, and you can find me either in the description, or you can go to webtoons.com and type in Nocturnal Emissions and you'll find me. And I'm just kind of curious on how I'm doing on that. It's a contest, and let me see, what was the fastest way? Oh yeah, that's right. The fastest way was just to go ahead and use my computer. Let's see. Yeah, so this is like the last and evil days, and I've only got 6 days to finish the entire last part of this story. So this thing is going to be hellified rushed. I'm going to be doing chapter 4, which I'm going to kind of combine with chapter 5. I have to do, if I do all of it, chapter 4 and 5, that would be over 60 panels that I'd have to do in order to at least make it into the short story contest guidelines. And you can check your status on the dashboard when you finally sign up. It's really super easy to do. I'd show you guys how to upload, and I'll just give you a little bit of my overview. Okay, so I've got 17 likes so far, but this contest in this particular area where you can browse how you're doing in this contest is so competitive. There is as soon as I upload something, it's already buried. So it's a miracle that you get any kind of exposure at all. And I have a YouTube channel, and I do live streams. So it's kind of, this is all the engagement that I've had, because it just gets buried as soon as you put it in. Let's see. So I've had 66 views this month. I think that's good, because I only had 50 last month. And I've got a couple chapters up. So like, if you come to this, if you like what you see, or if you don't like what you see, just leave me a comment. And 30% of the short story contest is engagement. How much do people like it? And if I only get 17 likes and nobody says anything, and I think a lot of it is people looking at other people's stuff, and it's like, I ain't telling them squat. But yeah, this contest pretty much has two different genres. You can blow their mind-blowing, and heartwarming. Heartwarming is more like lovey-dovey, makes you feel good inside, and blow my mind is anything that's not that. Brain-bending, mind-bending, and I've come across a couple. One in particular that just messed with me. I was like, yes, this is good. But yeah, so if you want to view, just go to browse submissions, and then you'll be able to also see what other people are doing. First prize is $15,000. That's why it's just so frickin' competitive. But you have various talents, and it's not about your artwork, it's how you tell the story, which is what I wish I would have kept in mind the entire time. But this is my first webcomic, and I wanted to do a good job. The majority of stuff that's on this site is mostly cartoons, anime. But you do have folks like me, and then other people who will stylize their stuff. My competition are all the ones that are B's. They have the B in the parentheses. Heartwarming is H, mind-bending is B, and my stuff is buried since the last week that I had uploaded my last chapter. But this is a scrolling type of platform, so it does better when you have things that scroll. See, my stuff is not even popping up. It's insane. Everything's buried. It's just a constant as soon as I upload something, it's already buried by 10 other items. That's how intense this site is. But anyway, I digress. I'm wasting my time. But you can view my work here. You can type in here Nocturnal Emissions, and I'll pop right on up. Because very few people are talking about nocturnal emissions, which are wet dreams. And it's basically about a guy who has this ability of taking the sins of people and making them feel good, and at night when he takes on those sins, they are released in dreams that he pretty much disregards, and it's no big deal. But he's been taking on a lot of nonsense, and it's just crazy. So chapter 3, part 1 and 2 are already uploaded, and you can view them. And if you like it, please subscribe to it, give me a thumbs up, or just say hi. Engagement is super, super, super important. It's like I've had 195 people look at it out of the billions that come here. So just, if you could, just kind of send me a, hey, this is okay, or, well, I don't get it, but hopefully you'll go somewhere, some kind of encouragement. Okay, so let's go ahead and pop on in. I'm going to do a quick review to see where I am on here and what needs to be fixed. Okay, this is the hunting grounds that our guy is now frequenting, and he's finding ladies all over the place. And this is pretty much a routine of his on how he handles things. And I'm just scrolling through, making sure that I've got everything covered. It looks like I've got to take out the background in this. I can't remember if I've done it or not. I might have to go back to the site and look. Okay, I took it out there. Put some new ones here. I got some edges that I got to fix. But this part is pretty much already uploaded. That's how quick I've pretty much sacrificed it. Now this one I'm debating on whether or not to do it. Now when he takes on these nightmares, they're pretty intense. So he found a way to kind of alleviate it from him by putting it onto somebody else. Whoever's sleeping near him or in the room with him while he's sleeping, they take on the nightmare. But in his mind, it's just that it's in their mind, but for them it's real. He doesn't realize that it's real for them. When they wake up the next day, and when he wakes up, that's when they basically dissipate. So while he's asleep, this monster is just running rampant, blowing its wad, and it's doing its best to keep him asleep. And you'll see that in like chapter 1, where he's just pretty much going through what his normal is, and then we're going through his new normal. He's just been told that this is a high stakes thing for him now. He's proven himself that he's an incredible player, even if he's screwing over the team. And basically he now has to put up or shut up, and it's gotten pretty intense for him. Okay, that page is done. Need to get a lot of sleep. Okay, so this is what I'm working on now. This is his and the artwork has gone kind of downhill because I gotta go quick. I don't have time to make things look pretty. It's like I gotta tell this story and I gotta tell it now. So let's see, this is the page I'm working on today, and that's the last page. Yay! Hopefully it all makes sense. Okay, so while I am working on that today, I'm going to go ahead and pop right on in. Now, here is the scene right after he had a call girl. This is like the emergency professional. He had to have somebody stay overnight, or at least for 8 hours. He does his best work when he's gotten an incredible night's sleep. And without that night's sleep, he is he's you know how you are when you haven't gotten a really good rest. You're a zombie, and he doesn't perform well. So I'm gonna go ahead and move this down a bit. And so basically he set up a box in his room where he put money. Let me see if I can get out of this real quick. he put money in this time lock here. And what I have to do is I have to redraw it so that it's near the door. But he would put money in this thing. It's got a little window where you can see the money, big wad of cash, paying for the call girl. His problem was, well, how do you get these ladies to stay the entire night? On chapter 2, he's having, that's what prompted him to get the hell out of bed, and he runs into a friend of his. So he set it for 8 hours and closes it. She agrees that she's going to stay there for 8 hours, and the door bolts, so she can't leave. And he woke up the next day, and I need to give some context, so I'm going to add some text. Now, a lot of this I'm flying by the seat of my pants, and I've jotted down the plot of what, my plot points and things like that, but they weren't as specific, so I have a lot of wiggle room on what I can do. It's good and bad. Good that I could be flexible, bad that I'm kind of like on the fly trying to figure out, what to say, but it kind of makes things a little bit more genuine. Okay, so what he's thinking now is, I gotta fix this. This needs to go to the text. Now, I wish I could set it so that it's automatic, that it goes to the text that I want, at the size that I want, but without having something to copy, it won't do that on its own. Is that regular? This is Jack Armstrong. It's like a comic font, and and it always defaults at like something freaking massive. So 40 is a really good size to see. Anything below 40 is like really pushing it. So we'll bring it to about like right here. Okay, so what? Okay, so I'm going to kind of blur his door a little bit. Let's see, I'm just leave that there for a placeholder. I might change what it'll say. And then, let's see, I don't know if he's going to think it or if he's going to say it. I gotta make sure. Let's see, I think I'll have him think it. So what I'll need is some thought balloons. So let me go to my gallery. I've got some thought balloons already done. Let's see if I can recycle one. Not from here. I must have combined all the layers, so let me go back. Yes, I got one that's already filled in. So I'm going to take this one and copy. Yeah, you find a lot of shortcuts. I have different files where I have faces, bodies, poses. It's like you just, as you're drawing, you just start to accumulate different things that you can reuse over and over again. Different characters, instead of, and then from there I can always like either grab a drawing that I've already done before and use it like I did for this one, and just try to save myself a little time. Okay, so let me come over here. I'm going to go ahead and paste it. And we'll put it up underneath the words. Gotta find the words. We'll put it behind him. That way I can slip it underneath his head. And I want to kind of put it in an area where my words will flow. So I'm going to take this, put that like about, whoops. I could just leave it there in the corner. Yeah, we'll leave it there in the corner. The thing about it is that when it came in, I cut off an edge. Let's see, let's get these words. bring those above. Now you can move the text with this, and you can even resize it, but I don't recommend doing that. Once you've got the text selected, click in it, and then you can kind of okay. So we got that right there. Condense it a little bit. There we go. All right, and then I gotta fix that. Let's see. And what I'll probably do is just use this one that I was working on before I went live. Okay. Let's see. Oops. Reset. There we go. What the? Let me put a question mark in there. Now, when you've got your text selected like this, you can't edit it. So deselect it, and then click onto it, and then you can edit. It's like, what the? I didn't notice in the dark, but my door, and I'll put, let's see, let me do that. Okay, I'm going to fix his eyes. Now, I recycled this face from another face and then just added him brushing his teeth. Shortcuts, shortcuts, shortcuts. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take his eyes and I'm going to move them. Oops, cancel. And what I'll do is I'll also merge this down. Let's see. I need to be on his layer. And I'm going to take the background color. Yeah, this Procreate has a clone tool, but it's not as good. I haven't mastered it yet. So it's just as easy as sampling like a color, and that's close to what I want to obliterate, and just redo it. I could have selected and moved the eyes, but I want to kind of change the shape of the eye too, just a bit, so it looks a little bit more natural. So it's just one of those things that you got to do if you're recycling images. And I'm going to kind of give him the, as he's doing this side-eye thing. And what kills me is it took me almost 2 months to get halfway through this. And part of that was making the thumbnails, you know, going live, and I was working on my thumbnails live. And then, you know, writing the story, I did everything pretty much live. Except for the writing part. I think I did part of that on my own. This concept of a guy who has these dreams that kind of, or has these nightmares that become manifested for other people. is a concept that had been floating around in my head for another character a long time, but I just never could develop it enough. I didn't have an ending for him, and I've got an ending for this guy. It'll be rushed, but I got one. Okay, so since he's kind of, I'm just trying to, since his face is kind of moving a bit. Okay. Alright, so it's like, I want him to see these scratches. It's like, what the fuck? Look at my door. Now, this guy, his priorities, he's gone through this monster thing for a while. He's had this issue for a while. It's only recently that it's just gotten this bad. I'm gonna merge. I'm gonna merge that down. We'll do this. And I love breaking panels, so I know it's like a sin for some things. This doorknob needs to be bigger. Let me see, can I make all that bigger? Yeah, it's all one piece. Okay, so wrong layer. Make sure you're on the right layer. Now, this is going to be the one panel that will be in color. Whoops, I gotta bring that up too. I didn't merge that in. The little opening. Okay, so I'm going to put that above. But being flexible had me doing some things that I never imagined that I would be doing. Some really interesting looking panels, at least interesting to me. One of them was, come on, baby. Here we go. This was an interesting one, and the one that, let's see, yeah, I guess I do have my favorite panels. When he's scoping out a chick, this is one of my favorite panels here, and this one's kind of cute. And this one was fun. It just kind of shows his mentality. He's like a dick. He's just a big dick. Let me see if I can I fix it? Let me put that behind. Now my issue was there's a line going through the back of his head of him breaking the panel, so I need to fix that. I'm gonna just go ahead and throw white behind it, and hopefully, oh, I merged them together. Okay, no worries. Let's see if we can fix that by get a fatter brush. It'll only take me a second here. It'll take me a second to monkey it all up. It helped to be on the right layer. Let me see if we can do it this way. Let's see. Yeah, it's interesting when I finally got off my ass and started making backgrounds. But it's just like, it's the time. And then I decided, instead of using the full rectangle that I had as a thumbnail, let's see, I think it's this one right here. Yeah. There we go. And then we'll just re-upload this one. Yeah, that's better than it was. And I also need to create a new brush. I'm gonna merge that down. There is, I want to put scratches. One of my viewers, I was doing my thumbnail, and I was like, I need something else to make this look like disturbed. And one of them mentioned that I should put like broken nails, I should put like bloody fingerprints, just whatever I could. And let's see, so this is good. I like this one. It's not perfect, and none of it will be perfect. On that one door, like, I didn't have this as an idea, where he's you know, kind of basking in the afterglow, and he's like, woke up before the alarm. Let's see, there was this idea that I had with a nun who was a DJ. I want that on a shirt. I have that picture here with the skulls, and I want to blow it up, make it bigger. But yeah, this is like DJ Soulless. This is what she looks like right up close. And then she's like got a turntable inside the skull, and there's like the speakers and stuff. But I digress. Okay, one more. There was one more that I had to fix that I'll have to upload as well. It'll come to me. We'll do one more review. Okay. So let me fix his leg and his hand. There we go. So this one right here, I'm pretty much going to just go ahead and give him some tones on his, oops, wrong tones on his back. But before I do that, let's make some a new brush. I'm going to go into my textures. I'm trying to think, where would it possibly be better? I guess that would be okay. We'll just do it in textures. This one's already fat as it is. Go to add, and we'll go ahead and call this fingerprints. So I'm going to make like a fingerprint brush. Done. I'm going to go to, lift this up. This here. My hand references. And I don't think I put it into hands. I put it into stuff. This one's just like throwaway references. I'm going to go ahead and copy that. I found that online. Come back. Let's go to that brush. There's fingerprints. Go to that one and edit it. We're going to go to the grain and go to grain source, edit, import, paste, and then I won't go to auto repeat. I wonder why it's all distorted like that. Let's see. We'll go to shape. Texture. Oh, I didn't save. Go to grain, edit, import, paste, go to done. Oh, I need to fix it. Now the thing about these is that it works off of the color that it works off of the black and white. If you have an image that is black and white, I want the white parts here to be the bloody part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap it and it reverses it. White is what's going to make the color instead of the black that's here. So I'll go to done. So those will be our fingerprints. So here we go. We got fingerprints. Let me see, shape, edit. And I'm wondering if I try a different source. Let's try, I want something that's a little longer. I wonder if I can use shape source. Let's see, go back, cancel. If I can use the same thing as a source. So I got it pasted. Let's see, go to done and see if that'll work. Yeah, so like when we is using the shape as a brush. The only thing is that the brush is fat. So let's see, can it, let's see if I can, I don't know if I want it like that, because it's, I don't like that brush. Let's see, let's try, I wonder if it'll let me fix it. Let me go to grain, moving. So this will let it move. And then if I do texture, it's just like a stamp. Okay, so we'll take the shape and we'll edit that, and we'll use what I usually use, which is, oh, I wonder, let me try this. That's different. I wonder if I can make it bigger. Let me see. Let me see. I want to be able to see the grain. And let's see. I want a bigger, maybe a lengthwise one instead. Let's see. So this is, imagine what your brush would look like. So let's try, what else do they have? Let's try flat brush, see what that does. I want to be able to like tap it and it does its thing. Okay, I don't like that. Let's see, edit, import, source library. Let's see, usually I use the soft brush right here. Okay, let's see. The grain is fine. Let's see, path. Let's see what the spacing kind of spaces it out and gives you like a jagged. I wonder if there's a way to reset it. We'll just keep it down there. Let's see, is there any other thing I can do to this? I wonder. Never played with the wet. Okay, let's see. Now I want this to be, let's see what this does. Okay. We're going to put it on another layer in case we don't like it. That's pretty big. Yeah, these are too big. So I need to decrease the size. Now what I was hoping for was having, let's see, we got the grain, let's have moving where it can like kind of drag. Okay, scale. This is going to be the next suit. Let's see. Okay, so that is almost what I want, but let me see. How did I do that? Shape is that. Let me try something else. I don't want it to be like that. Let's see. Is it the shape or the grain? There we go. It's the grain. Okay, I think this is kind of what I want, but it's pretty big. Okay, so let's see. Make sure we're on a different layer. I want to put fingerprints on. Let's make this smaller then. Oof. You know what? I'm gonna make this work. Okay. And then I'm gonna bring that down. Why won't you come out? I was going to do it kind of like, there we go. And then we'll just make it smaller. And then what I'll do is I'll take it, make it small. I want that on top of that layer so that it's on top of the handles here. And then I'll take the wet brushes here, water, and then we'll kind of drip. And we'll take liquefy and we'll distort it and make that a little smaller. And we'll just toss it into the gouges. And I want like all along the bottom here is going to be like gouges. And to make those gouges, I think I'm going to use like one of these inking brushes that is like, this is what I use for the white. I'm going to use that and just kind of work it into the gouges here. And even take some of these here and see if I can just drag those fingerprints. So we'll go, let's see, we'll take that, oops, and then we'll kind of, and then we'll take that and then just kind of, ooh, that was cool. It's like it was, so I want it kind of like the monster like dragged this lady and she's been scratching at this door all damn night to get the hell out of here. And then I want to have fingerprints on this. I need a bloody handprint. That's what I need. I could probably find something like that. Give me one quick second. Let's do this. Let's see, a hand print. Ooh, nice. Okay, that's a good one. Let's see, that's a good one. Okay, so I'm going to grab that. Just look at this, copy. See if it'll let me copy it. Come on. And come on, Google Drive. There we go. Damn, it didn't let me do it. Okay, no worries. Let's do this. Go back. Sometimes you can grab it from here. It's usually like low res when that happens. Yep. Okay, so I got that one. And I've got it copied, so we'll make a new brush. And we'll call it handprint. Alright, we'll go right to grain, edit, import, paste. Let's see, I could go to done, but I want it more of like a, we also need to switch it. So let's switch it to, oops, okay, done. And then we got it going back, we'll go to done again, and there's where we'll have a handprint stamp. I think that's a stamp. No, it's a brush. Okay, I need to make it into a stamp. Let's see, how about texture? So I gotta watch another video on how to do an actual stamp. Let me see, shape, edit. I wonder if I can do it in that shape. Import, paste, and go done. That might work. Let's see. Let's see if grain, is it moving? We'll do texturize. Okay, go done. Let's see. We'll go ahead and merge those guys down. And see if we can toss a handprint on top of this one. So we'll need a new layer. Let's see, we don't want too much. Lovely. I like it. Okay, and then I'm going to smear it. And another way of smearing it, we can liquefy it a bit. We should have more than one hand. Let's see. Let's duplicate it. We'll bend it, flip it, horizontal, and we'll kind of distort it a bit so that we're going to look like she's touched in here. And we'll maybe darken it up a bit. Let's see, we'll select it. And we'll make it like a deeper, darker red. There we go. Give it more shadow. Okay. It's like, fuck. Okay, yeah, I think that would say it all. So let's do that. Go to, I could do more, but I think I want to do a few more red gouges where she's really been like going at it. Let's see. Oops. It was under inking, and this one here looks a lot like scratches. And we'll do it from the bottom here. We'll bring it smaller. She's been scratching the shit out of this door. Okay, so we'll bring this down. Oops, not too far down. There we go. And then we'll use white, and we'll make it look pretty. We'll have some crisscrosses. And then we need some on the doorknob thing. Let's see. Oh, there it is. So she's been scratching the shit out of her door, out of his door. Oops, I'm missing a handprint. There it is. Let's see, we'll bring it up here. Whoops. Put it right back here. I just gotta erase a little bit off of him. Or maybe move him up one. There we go. Oh, maybe one more. There we go. So now it's behind him. And then we'll just kind of smear that layer. Alright. Better than I expected it to be. Let's see. We need to bring that text up a little higher. Maybe a lot higher. There we go. And then we'll distort it. Like, fuck. Let's bring that back a bit. Once you distort the text, it pretty much can't be edited again, so make it count. I'm gonna take this layer, I'm gonna duplicate it, and oops, wrong layer. You know what I should have done? Let's see, let me go back, select it, and create another layer, and then just add white. I don't know, that might make it hard to read. Let's see. Okay. And then I just want to bring this down just a bit. Yeah, it looks like it's harder to read. Just wanted to kind of give it like a drop shadow or something. Drop shadow for emphasis. Yeah, I think the black says it all. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and take care of him, and then we'll call it. Let's see. So I'm going to merge some of these layers. Oh, wait, I'm missing a hand again. This I never merged down. merged it down too low. Where'd you go? You need to go here, and that should fix that. Yep. And then we can merge those guys together. We need to duplicate that door. That way I don't have to redo. Oh, that's not working. Need to merge all that stuff onto the door. So what I'm trying to do is duplicate this door, so I don't have to redraw it where his legs are. So what I'll do is I'm on that layer. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of grab the door and let's see, copy and paste. It should come on down. We don't need the top of it. Make it a little, oops. Bring that down. Just kind of slide it over a bit. And we'll make it a little big, oops. Freeform. Okay. And then I'm going to just go ahead and break it. Or rather clip it. I don't know where the edge of go ahead and erase. There we go. Trimmy trim. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and fill him in. Oops. Now, oops, cancel. I want that beneath the layer here. So we'll do this. We add. Oops. Wrong color. There we go. Oops. And that should stand out from the door if the door was in the right place. So let's see, we'll bring that on down. There we go. All right, so we've got our scratches. We'll carry his towel on. Let's see. We'll use one of our textures here. I'll use like either a knit or just something to give it like a towel type texture. Velvet's a pretty good one. I'll probably use let's see, we'll put that on that layer. Or carpet. Let me see my carpet one. There it is. Oh, wrong carpet. Let's see. Yeah, if you get lucky, you'll find a brush that really does what it looks like. And it just looks amazing. Let's see, Monster Textures. I don't think he would use a lace towel. But I can see him with flowers on it. So let's see. I'm trying to find my, there it is, the short shag carpet. And we'll make it like that tone. Maybe a darker. There we go. And then on this one, do the same thing. Yeah, I don't know if a white towel would show up as well. There we go. I wonder if I up the grain, if that would make a difference. Let's try it. Short shag carpet, grain. Increase the scale. See if that'll work. Yeah, it looks a little rougher. We'll just kind of make it look a little rough around the outside here. Give it some folds. All right. Because that one's above it, it's not going to hurt anything. Alright. Okay. So let's go ahead and give him some skin tone here. Okay. So like, I think in a bit I'll go ahead and upload the rest of this, but I gotta get that skin on. So excited! Finally, I'll be able to move on to the mid-tone, the mid part. Or rather, I guess it'll end up being the end, since I'm just gonna have to combine. I'm just looking at my source image to help me with my lighting a little bit, because it kind of follows the lighting I'm aiming for. Okay. Let me go on to right here. Now I'm trying to establish the best way of coloring, so I can still be, you know, kind of fast. So one way I'm thinking of doing is, like, I have a tone, like a base tone here that he's already filled in with, and then I'll have like a mid-tone, which is what I'm using right now, and it's a skin texture. And then I'm going to do a secondary shadow. It's just like a harder shadow tone. I'm going to create another layer. And this one I'm going to do a linear burn. And I'm going to drop the opacity to about 30 here. And then I'll do like hard selections, like maybe right here. And just fill it with black. Just something that will make his shadows a little bit more hard. More hard! Let's see. Alright, and down here on his legs. Anything where I think he's going to cast a shadow. Or a really hard shadow. Let's see, add again. Yeah, if you ever come across, like, say you created a selection and you filled it and you want to come back to that selection, just hold this down and you'll get your little selection tools back. I wish I would have known that sooner. So like if I need to get rid of some of this black here, I can select some of it. Let's see, I want to get rid of a little bit here. Just want to get it off his spine just a bit. You can select it and then hit remove, and that will reduce the selection. It won't erase it. Let me see. You'll have to do that by hand, I guess, but it'll deselect what you had. Okay, anyway, but you can also do that without the selection tool. Alright, so I'm going to soften the hard shadows a bit. I'm going to make sure that is on one of my favorite skins. I'll do that, just keep it kind of skin-like. And just kind of soften the edges. Just a bit. So the shadows are still hard, but not as hard. Not as hard. I will bring that up. And it's not like super soft. There we go. And I can move it around. And then when I'm kind of happy with that, I'll just go ahead and merge it on down. Now I also want to do the same thing on this side. We'll do a selection. And fill that with black. And then soften it just a little bit. Soften it with a little bit of white and say that the light is hitting from right above. Now you have to create another layer for that or work on this layer here. It makes the skin look like it's glowing a bit. If it's on a different layer, you can always diffuse it a little bit more. Or you can just go ahead and merge it down. Alright, come back to merge that down. And just kind of soften the layer with itself here. So things look like they belong. Alright, that's down and dirty. We'll go ahead and blend some of the leg. I'm sorry, some of the arm. Don't know my body parts. Okay, and we'll just kind of deepen some of the shadows here. And we'll soften. Yeah, black and white is pretty liberating. You can do numerous tones with them, but color, you can't beat color. Color's really nice. Now this was initially in color because I thought I was going to have an assistant, and then she had my daughter had who was going to help me iPad problem. She broke her iPad screen, and she couldn't help, or at least not in a timely manner. So I almost lost the week waiting for her to color, and I was desperate to upload. So I'm like, I got this, girl. I got this. We'll collaborate on another time. She's very creative. She paints and stuff, so it's pretty tight. I suck at painting. I do like drawing on t-shirts and stuff, of which I do miss. Okay, so I'm going to move on down here. Do that hard shadow thing. Go linear burn. Go down to 30. Yeah, this changed my religion once I found out what these little letters, where it has like N, LB, things like that. You can control the layer. Before I would come into this tool here, and then I would mess with my layer. I didn't know I could do it over here on the layer itself. So that changed my religion. And creating my own brushes definitely converted me as well. So yeah, there was a lot of revival going on with the artwork here. And a lot of this was pretty much from trial and error and desperation. Once I found somebody else that had the same brushes that I had, and I saw other people using the same brushes that I was using, I was like, oh, no, not this duck, not this little black duck. I had to definitely have to change it up. And once I found out how easy it was, it's like, you know, oh, I seen the light, I seen it. So, yay. So every now and then I'll scope out other videos to see if anybody's come up with anything new and exciting in the world of Procreate, the version that I've got. Let's see, I started using Procreate last year, I think, if even. My daughter sold me her iPad, and my artwork was rough, yo, it was rough. Oh, am I on the right layer? Nope, I was using the wrong layer. Oh well, c'est la vie. We'll make it work moment. We'll just kind of blend it. This is the layer I wanted. Let's see. I'm trying to decide, do I want to keep... The one thing I like about the rough layer is that it gives me plenty of lines that I can smear. I'm trying to decide, do I want to keep it or not? I'll keep the leg. Everything else can go to spit. I should put blood on the floor too. Like she was dragged. Yeah, I think that we'll do that too. Let's see. Let me deselect. I'm going to smooth out. Oops, I need you, Pikachu. I wonder if I can use, let's see, it was under textures, yeah. No, I wanted the handprint. Let's do the bloody handprint. Let's go done. It was underwater. Come on, handprint. And I'm gonna just kind of use that as the smearing tool. Just kind of filthy on the thing here. We need to give him a shadow. Okay, so let's clean up the doors here. Come on, baby, light my fire. Freehand, I need rectangle. Turn my light on fire. Erase. Oops, too much. Just enough. Okay, I'm going to erase the rest of this background here. We don't need it anymore. Are we on the right one? Yep. Oh, because it's still selected. Okay. So instead of this box here, go ahead and get rid of that. And we'll just kind of fix him. I'm just trying to make the panels here without outlines because I suck at outlines. There's a clear distinction. I should be okay. Alright. And then I'm going to clean up this panel down here. Doo-doo. Sweep the leg, sweep the knee. Okay, just kind of merge. Make sure we're on the same layer. Yep, yep. We don't need this one. Okay. So now I'm going to do, oops, I should do these fingers. God, dandruff. There we go. Sometimes it's hard to just grab it and fix it. Okay. Let's see if I can do some fingers here on this toothbrush. Oh, that's what I forgot. I forgot to do the toothbrush. Let's see if we can just do it with white. I'm going to use favorites. I usually use the soft brush here. Bring it all the way up. Oops, that's black. And we'll just kind of color it in. Use a little bit of the gray tone here. Okay. So. Yay. So this is the Down and Dirty Week and then I can go back to other content and working on other projects. Now, the last line here, what I'm thinking of is, I wonder if I can get her to pay for this. Pay for the damage. Let's see. I wonder. Let's see. And I gotta get part of this wall too. Actually, no, we don't. I need something to say. Something at the end here. Let's see. I think I'm going to put a little froth on the... I wonder if I can use this. There we go. And then... is it under textures or water? Water. I made some bubbles. It works best when you have like a darker layer underneath it to make the bubbles pop out. The bubbles and the froth. So I don't know, should I say shit or... Let's see, we need more gouges. Let's go into inking. Let's see, that one's a good one, this thylacine. Excellent. Oops, too many fingers. Let's see, we'll bring this down a little. And then we should have some darker ones. Really get some deep gouges in there. Let's at least try to get the door texture back a little bit. It was under textures. And this is like the only wood texture that is in Procreate right here. Well, yeah, one of the few. There's like a bamboo. But this one's like I use for the door, and then I made my own grains. There we go. He's way at the bottom. Yeah, I'm gonna have to separate some of my... There we go. And we need to throw... I think we should throw a hand in there somewhere. Water. Let's use red. And I should flip one. But before I do that, let's go ahead and throw another. Let's throw some blotches in here. And smears. We'll smear it with thiacine. Let's try a different one. Yeah, half the fun of making monsters and stuff is using different brushes to see what we can accomplish. So like maybe she was banging and she splattered blood. smudge this a bit so it's not so uniform. And one more. Well, I guess that one's okay. We should have a monster handprint. Nah. Well, you know, it'd be funny if he says, I wonder if I can get her to get my door fixed. I wonder if I can get her to pay for the door. Professional my ass. Yeah, I definitely need him to have that stupid thought. Stupid. I wonder if I can get her to pay for the door. Let me put a thought balloon in here. Oh, no, I know what I should do. Let me take it off of here. How should I do this? Yeah, let's see. We'll take it off of here. We'll take it off of there. Alright. So we'll have that. Okay. And on this one, stupid. I'm wondering, should I show the house again? No, we'll just do it. Add text. Add text. Okay, we back it up. And then I'll bring these guys down to the bottom. Okay, so that's the end screen. Yay! I still could do some work on the hand and stuff, but, you know, it's like, I'm going to go through and take out some of the layers that I don't need, like this here. I don't need that one. Okay, so that one's done. Such a dick. You know what? I'd like to see him try and then have her like hang up on him. There we go. Let's see. I'm going to move that down a little bit. I'm going to come to this one. We'll just merge everybody. Man, I was going fast on this. Bring it down some. Can I go bigger? There we go. Let's see. It doesn't look bad with this one. Oh, but it does with this. Let's see if I take it out. What you think? Look okay? Yeah. As long as it has its own distinct edges here, we should be in good shape. Okay, so let's go ahead and save that one. That's okay, that's okay. I'm still debating whether or not I want to do number 18. Let's see. So I've got to make sure that everybody's numbered properly too. Okay, so this is done. Okay, so we left off there. So here we'll go 19. And this is just to help me keep everything straight. Don't have to do that. I don't have to go into them. There's 19. Just tap on it. Okay, 20. All right. Okay, so that's 20. So I'm pretty much done. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and show you guys what I've got here, and I'll just do the rest on my own time. And we'll just go over this chapter here, and maybe I'll do a quick read through if you guys can hear me okay. All right, so Nocturnal Emissions, this is chapter 3. Oops, let's not do it that way. We'll do this way. You just pop it, do a quick squeeze open. Okay, so it'll open to that, and this will help me to see if there's anything I missed. So Bryce was right. The price is right. I should put on there, the Bryce is always right. I gotta do that. I gotta fit him in there. Okay, so Bryce was right. After the first night, I definitely became a regular. From the moment I entered, I knew this place was perfect. So many beautiful people, so relaxed and full of life. I nearly forgot why I was there. Okay, that one turned into this one. There were women everywhere, of every flavor. I couldn't wait to hit this place up after work. With a damn near primal sight, I would choose a juicy morsel and would swoop in with all the charm within me and work in the charm. And I want it so that he does use his influence and it does something to the person. So maybe he's absorbed something enough so that it's like, yeah. So she's got that weird stuff going on with her eyes. And then, we've got coffee in the background here. We'll see her in the next chapter. And with my prize secured, I would take her back to my lair for this entity to reward me for my services. And here's the lair where I would bring my kill. I have set up a regular suite, and it's close enough to work that I can head off pretty quickly. Hi, Ernie. How are you tonight? I want to put Ernie on her thingy here, but we'll let it go. I am well, thank you, Mr. Clay. Your room is ready. Please enjoy your stay. I wanted to sound like Dr. Girlfriend. Is that Mr. 269? Nice to put a face to the tip. So, yeah, that's him with a new special friend for the night. No judging, mind you. If he were my special friend, I'd definitely leave him a nice tip. A few hours later, scream! Oh my god, what is that thing? And this is where I left off on chapter 3. 3! It's like, it's gonna get me. I gotta get out of here. Why won't it open? Oh, the bolt lock. Help. Help. Now, what I wanted to do was a progression of her being taken, and you don't see her in, the next, the same panel, but it's empty. Okay, so he wakes up. Sweet, I'm up before the wake-up call. I feel amazing. Did I pick her, or was it something else? Either way, yeah, it's pleased, I guess. Well, either way, it's time to get up. Let's see. I'm surprised she left her headphones. Oh, I must have slept in these. I'm surprised she left her headphones. I should take them off before I hit the shower. Wait, the door is still latched. That means she's still here. Awkward. I'll play it off when I get out of the shower. In the meantime, I gotta get ready for work. Good morning, you wildcat, you. I wish I could stay and cuddle, but I gotta go. Checkout time is at 11 a.m. Steps over her. Bye-bye. And she's watching him go. Click. And he's gone. Now, I'm wondering if I should, do this. And she's, looking at the door. And then she's finally gets ready. And she's like, did that really happen? And she's sitting on the bed. And she's like, just can't believe, what's going on. It's like, it felt so real. And then she's got these bruises on her back. Okay, so meanwhile, at work. Hey, Derek, got a sec? For you, Al, I got 3. What's up? Great, your client, Curl Navy, was totally blown away by your presentation. So impressed that they want to close tomorrow. I was just finishing up on the final touches. My favorite is, this is a Velociraptor-free workplace. A sign back there. Anyway, now I think it's a good time to stop and smell the roses. Excellent. Hey, you tame Curl Navy and your other clients tomorrow, and we'll talk promotions, okay? And Derek's like, yes. In the meantime, Rachel's sneaked in and stole a flower. And then she's looking over his shoulder. Really, Derek? Thinking with your dick on company time? He's like, finally, things are coming together. I can try out the door time lock I had installed, and now gotta line up a few dates. That little line is gonna piss me off. Her boner profile says she's a professional and that she always gets the job done. Let's see about that. If that's true, I see big things in your future. I can't believe this pig's asshole is going to be promoted over me. What the hell, Rachel? The way I see it, I got 2 choices. I can sabotage his ass, or I can ride him harder than that call girl all the way to the top. I'll break his ass, but I will get what I finally deserve. Oh, relax, Derek. My opinion of you can't get any smaller. I see why you bring in roses. They're the only thing that can mask your bullshit. My, what a lovely shade of bitch you're wearing today. It's like, what do you want, Rachel? I'm busy satisfying your clients. Clearly, I came to see if you're working hard or hardly working. I lined up 4 more heavy hitters since that's what I do now on our partnership. Check your email for the details. So you better not blow all your wad tonight. Either come correct tomorrow or don't come at all. It's like, shit, she's right. If I choke, I could lose everything. I need to get a lot of sleep. So he's at home, and she's freaking late. Seriously? What kind of freak puts a time lock on a bedroom door? You're late. The mini fridge is in the bathroom over there. Don't touch anything. And then she's on Lacebook here. Since I had merged all my layers, I fucked up, so I had to redo this and kind of have it, off to the side here. She's like, he took a shit ton of sleeping pills and the damn blankets. You're there for 8 hours and no fan services at all? She's like, yes. I hope you're charging him up the ass. Oh yeah, and I can see all the money and count down from here. Oh, he's got a boner, LOL. He's huge. And then the little hamster lady's like, catch that thing. She's like, KK. So she's taking a selfie. And then she's like, what fucking filter is this? So she does this filter, and she gives herself cat ears and stuff, but there's something weird behind it. She even gave him a little eggplant, but at this size it's kind of hard to see. Anyway, so she feels this tapping on her butt. She spins around, and this big ass monster is behind her. And it's like, what the hell? What the? I didn't notice in the dark, but my door. I'm gonna have to probably move the words over just a smidge. He goes, fuck. And he looks at that. I wonder if I can get her to pay for the door. And then it ends for this chapter. So you guys, thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to continue editing, and then I should have this up tonight. Have a great one, you guys. And be sure to check out the rest on Webtoons. And if you know, if you like what you see, like and subscribe here and like and subscribe there, or just go ahead and send me a comment. You know, hey, I saw you on YouTube, looks okay. Hey, I got questions. You know, anything. You know, just say, hey, this sucks. Oh, hey, this is too fast. Hey, you know, you don't speak English. You know, I'd love to hear your feedback. Plus, it's also 30% of the judging criteria. So anyway, you guys, thanks again for if you've made it this far. And if you like what you see, like and subscribe and suggest. It's only going on till the end of the month, and I will see you in the next video. And we should be doing chapter 4. Take care, you guys. Bye-bye.